welcome back to the channel. Barcelona have just defeated Athletic Club 2-1 at Montjuic. The first game of the season, back-to-back games, 3 points in the bag for Barca, and the Hansi Flick era, man, it's got me geeked. Now, first of all, elephant in the room, obviously, as you guys can tell, I'm not in my usual setup. Usually, you guys see these videos and I'm in my room. Today, I'm in a hotel room, so I apologize if the lighting is shit or for like any inconveniences that might arrive in this video, because again, like I said, I've never filmed the video outside of my house. I mean, usually you guys see these videos and it's like that backdrop, that black and white wall. Today, it's just a messy bed. I was actually gonna make a joke about how me and your mom messed up the bed last night, but I'm not gonna make that joke because that joke would be immature. But anyway, enough about your mom, enough about the backdrop. Let's talk about this fucking game, because when I watched this game, I just couldn't wait to make this video, bro. I cannot wait to make this video and talk to you guys, because what I've been watching from Barcelona over the past couple games, the last 2 games obviously under Hansi Flick, I'm sold, bro. I am sold by this Barca team, and I'm sold by Hansi Flick, and I'm so optimistic about this project for the foreseeable future under this manager, because I'm about to say something that I haven't said in a really, really long time watching my team play. I actually enjoyed watching Barca today. It's been so long since I enjoyed watching Barca play, and Hansi Flick is bringing me that joy back, and for that, I will forever be grateful to the man, because I actually like watching Barca. It's actually an enjoyable experience. Today was, I mean, it was so beautiful to watch that game, and again, the result is not overwhelming, but if you watch the game, that game was never fucking close. First of all, I want to say this though too, the pitch was shit. What the fuck is up with the grass at Montjuic? It was the same with the Monaco game. Players were slipping left and right. I mean, it looked like an ice skating ring out there. It looked like a fucking hockey game. Like, it was crazy. I don't know what, they have to sort that out, because it just makes kind of like the product unwatchable, watching the players slip every 2 seconds when they're going for the ball. But again, that's besides the point. I just wanted to get that out there because it really pissed me off, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching the game were like, what the fuck is up with this pitch? But yeah, it was us. But anyway, the first half for Barca was fantastic, and after Lamine Yamal scored that first goal, Athletic Club were nowhere to be found. And if you've been watching Spanish football for a really long time, you know Athletic Club are always a tough match, whether it's home or obviously at San Mamés. They're even tougher at San Mamés. But anywhere, like when you can play Athletic Club in the moon, and they're gonna give you a tough battle. And today they looked dead. Like, they were good for parts in that first half, but that was all Barca. That was all Barca throughout the whole game, and especially after that first goal. Now, before the first goal, Nico Williams was obviously threatening. They had a couple chances here and there, but it wasn't really anything where it was like, oh my god, they were this close to scoring. And then Lamine Yamal obviously comes up huge and scores that first goal for Barca, cutting it on his left foot as he loves to do. And the 17-year-old continues to impress us all. The kid is a fucking stud, bro. He's a stud. Every time he cuts in on that left foot, he's either gonna play a perfect cross like he did in the Euros multiple times, or like he did today, score. And obviously that ball took a deflection, but again, it's what Lamine Yamal does. He is a fucking stud. What a player he is. And that goal for Bilbao, that penalty for Bilbao, could not have come at a worse time, because when Barca scored that first goal, they were putting on the pressure, had a couple chances. Pedri had a pass to Raphinha. I think that was actually before the first goal, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, Pedri had a pass to Raphinha, like a little rainbow flick over the top, kind of like that goal against PSG, remember, at the Parc des Princes, the second goal that Raphinha scored in that game. The first goal, sorry, that Raphinha scored in that game. Or was it the second goal? No, the second goal that Raphinha scored in that game, where Pedri kind of lifted it over the top. And today, like, obviously Raphinha couldn't finish it. But again, after that first goal, and like for Barca, my point is Barca were creating chances all that first half. Lewandowski had a chance after the Lamine Yamal goal right before the penalty was given, where obviously he hit the post, could have passed it to Ferran, but again, it's a striker, he wanted to shoot that. And I think Lewandowski today, we'll get to him a little bit later in this video, but I actually think he played a decent game. And then obviously the penalty comes for Athletic Club Bilbao. And to me, man, look, people are going to shit on Pau Cubarsí, and he has been shaky throughout the past couple games. Obviously, he's coming over from, he didn't have a full preseason, obviously playing in the Olympics. And here's the thing with me with Pau Cubarsí. I think he's fantastic. I think he's as good as a player, he's as good a center back on the ball as I've seen in a very long time. I mean, his passing range is elite, and he shows it every single week. The thing with Pau Cubarsí is that he's not a very physically imposing player, and he's more of a finesse center back, in my opinion. When you have a finesse center back like that, like Piqué, in my opinion, was a finesse center back, a guy who's he's like a La Masia player. He's better just on the ball with his feet, can play those passes. But again, when you have a finesse center back like Pau Cubarsí, you ideally want a Puyol next to him. You know, like Piqué had Puyol, and then when Puyol left, Piqué had Mascherano, more of like that bastard on the pitch. And unfortunately for us, you would expect Íñigo Martínez to be that guy, but he's just not that guy, in my opinion, because Íñigo is kind of a bastard, but he's not good enough. He's just not good enough he's not as good as Puyol was, or obviously as Mascherano was. So obviously when Araujo comes back, I think Cubarsí is going to look better, because the biggest problem with this Barca team thus far, and we saw it in the first half mostly, because that second half, I mean, I don't think Bilbao crossed their own half, but in that first half it was defensively. And again, it was getting caught in transition, but I think Barca dealt with that fairly well. But again, I think Cubarsí obviously gives away the pen. Bilbao scores. People are going to shit on Ter Stegen because he didn't make the save. That penalty was unsavable. But again, you got to look at Marc-Andre Ter Stegen and think about, why hasn't this fucker saved a penalty in like 7 years, it feels like? When was the last time Ter Stegen saved a penalty? When was the last time someone took a penalty? Like when Dibu Martinez, the Argentinian keeper obviously for Aston Villa, when there's a penalty against him, you almost expect him to save it. Every time there's a penalty against Barca, I know what's going on. I know it's going in because I know Ter Stegen's not going to do anything about it. But again, like I said, recap of the first half, I think Barca were just better. Obviously, in transition, it was shaky. Cubarsí gives away that pen. But for the most part, Barca were better. And the combinations were amazing. The ball was moving so quickly. There's a structure to this team. There's no wasted passes with Barca. There's nothing wasted. Every pass that's played has an intention behind it. And that is Hansi Flick. That is what he does. Verticality, always pushing the ball up the pitch. The lineup today, to me, was a little bit weird. But, I mean, it worked out. Pedri and Bernal in that double pivot, which were both fantastic, by the way, today. Pedri was amazing, so fucking good, and Bernal, class. Again, his decision-making at times was a little bit poor, but he is a young player making a second start, obviously, when it comes to, like, the biggest games, and like, he obviously played in preseason, but I'm talking about, like, when it comes to playing actual games, and I think today he held his own really, really well. And then obviously the front four, if you want to call it that. I thought Ferran Torres had a really good first half, making runs in behind. I think Raphinha playing as a 10, he might have found his new position. I mean, we brought in Dani Olmo. Raphinha might be our new 10 because, oh my god, what a game from Raphinha. He was just amazing today. Lamine, obviously, like I said, I talked about him already. He was fantastic in that first half. Lewandowski, which we can talk about now. To me, Lewandowski throughout this game, he should have finished a couple more chances, but again, he got his goal anyway. It was the winning goal. But in that second half, to me, I think Barca were just, obviously, it was a domination, bro. It was a domination. I was watching this game, and obviously, Barca were, like, this game was tied for the most part, but watching this game, I always thought Barca were winning. I always thought Barca were winning the game because they were playing so composed. There wasn't a drop-off. Like, every time under Xavi, and again, I don't want to shit on Xavi again in this video, but we have to talk about it because he was the previous manager. Under Xavi, there always seemed to be a drop-off at halftime when Barca were playing well. And with Hansi Flick, there's no drop-off. The intensity is still there. In that second half, bro, oh my god, did Barca play well. Pedri was amazing in the second half. So good in the second half. To me, he was the best player in that second half. Raphinha, again, whether he was playing as a 10 or whether he was playing out wide, when obviously Fermin came in, he was fantastic. Plays that ball to Pedri for the second goal. He's such a good creator out wide, man. I'm kind of going all over the place in this video, but again, like I said, there's so many things I want to talk about. I hope I'm really passionate about my team, bro, and I hope that kind of seeps through the video because I don't know where to go. Again, we're talking about the second half now, but I think Raphinha played really, really well. Again, centrally, I think he was amazing in that second half. He had that one shitty pass to Lewandowski on that counter-attack that was a 3-on-3, but that pissed me off. But anyway, he made up for it with that pass to Pedri, and then Pedri crosses it in, and Lewandowski finally gets his goal because, oh my god, Lewandowski needed a fucking goal today. I was going to come on here and I was going to go ape shit if Lewandowski didn't get a goal, but I'm happy he got his goal today. Who else do I want to talk about? Balde. Let's talk about Balde because I think Balde was fantastic today as well. Now, Balde, defensive awareness isn't really there. Positioning sometimes is a little bit shaky, but he is a threat going forward. He can take players on, and we saw it today. And I think this is a guy who's going to thrive massively under Hansi Flick, and he's showing that already. I was so impressed with Balde with what I saw today, and I think I'm so excited to see him for the rest of the season and see what he can do. Koundé just dealt with Nico Williams again. Again, in that first half, he had a little bit of trouble, but in that second half, Nico Williams did fuck all. I want to talk about also real quickly here, the fans booing Nico Williams at Montjuic. Why are you booing Nico Williams? Again, they're not even watching this video, but booing Nico Williams to me is so counterproductive because I personally still want Nico Williams at Barcelona next year. And if he hears you booing him, that's going to make it even less that he wants to join the club. But again, that's besides the point. But I think Koundé was fantastic. He played a pass to Pedri in like the 75th minute. In that second, obviously in the second, the 75th minute in the first half, you fucking moron. He played a pass to Pedri in the 75th minute, bro. It was just a thing of beauty. Pedri was on the left hand side. I mean, he's not a guy who's gonna wow you. Koundé is not a guy that's gonna wow you. But when he goes forward, he always makes the right decision. Defensively, he's always in the right position. It's like the guy's he's such an intelligent player. I love watching Jules Koundé play for my team. I just love watching Jules Koundé play for Barcelona. The guy is fucking fantastic. A+ for Koundé today. A+ for the whole team, man. A+ for Hansi Flick. A+ for Barcelona. I mean, like I said, dude, I don't remember the last time I had this much fun watching Barca play. It's honestly like I have a tear down my eye and down my leg. Honestly, bro. I don't know what to tell you guys, man. I just enjoyed watching Barca play. Manzano's a shitty ref because, again, that was a penalty, but he's just a terrible ref. Just has no control over the game. And I think Hansi Flick is noticing that the refs in La Liga are not like the ones in the Bundesliga. They're fucking ass. But again, Hansi Flick, man, he doesn't need excuses. Whatever you give this guy, he's going to make it work. And he's going to save Joan Laporta's ass and Deco's ass because when you have a manager that's that good, he could just make it work with anybody. And again, people might think, oh, you're overhyping it. You're talking too early. Guys, This is a guy who's won a sextuple before. They didn't pluck this guy out of nowhere. He's a fantastic manager. And for me, that's why I was so optimistic when he came in, because I saw the vision. I know that this guy can make it work. And that's just, again, that's with not really world beaters in the starting 11. We're still missing Frankie de Jong. We're still missing Gavi. Imagine Gavi on this team. Okay, we're still missing Ronald Araujo. Obviously, we're missing Christensen because he got injured recently. And even with Inigo Martinez and Pau Cubarsí at center back, again, I don't want to throw Pau in there because I think Pau is fucking class. But again, that back line is a decent back line. Obviously, you have Koundé, who's world class, but then the rest of those players are still, they're either aging, Inigo, or young in Balde, or young in Cubarsí. And look at the way we played in that second half. Look at the changes that he made. Bilbao did nothing in that second half. Raphinha is so important to his system as well, because Raphinha is a guy who's doing everything on and off the ball. Raphinha's running for the ball. This is why, look, I don't want to take a victory lap. Okay, honestly, I don't want to be that creator that's like, oh, I told you guys so, because I think I have things that I obviously there's things that I say that are wrong multiple times. I think most of the things that I say have been wrong. You know, if you go back and watch my Euro predictions or my predictions for anything, I think most of the time I'm actually kind of wrong. But one thing that I am right about is the players that I back at times. And I backed Hansi Flick when he came in, and I've been backing Raphinha for a really long time. And you know, I think Raphinha is just a class player. He's a class player. And I think he should keep playing as a 10. Obviously, when Dani Olmo comes in, which he hasn't been registered yet, which again is a Joan Laporta issue, the fucking moron. But that's besides the point. I don't want to get upset right now. I don't want to get my blood pressure up right now, because I'm genuinely happy. I am genuinely happy and excited about what I just watched. But again, Dani Olmo hasn't been registered yet. But even when he gets registered, you can't forget. Like, keep playing Raphinha centrally, because he can make it work anywhere. He was spraying those balls in behind. I mean, where the fuck did that come from? I knew Raphinha was a good passer, but I mean, people want to shit on Raphinha all the time. This guy's elite, man. He's a world-class player, in my opinion, and he showcases it every single week when he plays for Barca. He's just fantastic, man. He is fantastic. And, you know, next up is Rayo Vallecano on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure. I will be streaming that game, by the way. I obviously couldn't stream today because I'm not currently at home, like I've said multiple times, but man, I don't think I'm the only Barca fan that feels that way. I think most Barca fans watching that game were watching with a smile on their face, because even though it was a tie, it was just like, wow, the football is there. And that's something that we barely saw last year. There was like, I think 2 Barca games that I watched last year where I genuinely felt like happy about it. And again, the result was 2-1. It's not like Barca won 5-0, but the football is there. The quick passing, the movement, the structure, the fucking shape of the team is perfect literally every single time. It's wonderful to watch, man. It is wonderful to watch. I also want to say this one thing really quickly here. We reached 12K. Like every time I reach a milestone, bro, I don't know how to, it's surreal to me, honestly, man. And the support on this channel always has been amazing, but especially over the past couple months, man, since the Barca season started, it's just been insane. And I want to thank you guys so much, bro. From the bottom of my heart, if you made it this far into the video, I love you guys, bro. For real, from the bottom of my heart, every single one of you guys means so much to me. Everybody who comments on the videos, that's subscribed, even if you're not subscribed, if you watch the videos, if you interact with this channel in any way possible, if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. And I love you guys so much, man. Thank you for all the support, honestly, bro. Honestly, it means so much to me that you guys enjoy my content, because you know, it's something that makes me really, really happy, because I love making these videos for you guys, bro. I love coming on here and chatting with you guys in the comment section. Feels like I have a little, you know, it's like we have a group chat of Barca fans on here, and it's not really a group chat, it's just me kind of yapping, and you guys in the comment section talking about my hairline and about how, you know, a bunch of other shit, that weird shit that, you know, other people that don't really watch this channel wouldn't understand. But I love the community we built on here. I just love everything about it, man. I genuinely appreciate you guys so much from the bottom of my heart, and I want to thank you guys for allowing me to do this and allowing me to make these videos and having people watch, because it's something that I've always dreamed of, and you guys are helping that dream come true. So again, thank you so much, guys, for 12K. I'm super happy with the Barca win. I'm going to go get your mom a glass of water, because she's going to need it after what we're going to do tonight, because this bet's going to get even messier, bro. The bet's going to break after what I'm going to do with your mom tonight. But yeah, man, enough about your mom, because, you know, it's just, I'll take care of her from now on. But yeah, I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below. Everything you liked, everything you didn't like. Let me know your thoughts on Hansi Flick. Let me know your players of the game. Who did you like? Who did you enjoy watching the most? And yeah, man, Visca Barca. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.